It's back.
The green wing is running.
Bobby, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Fins Talk today on the Fins Talk Sports Network. I'm your host, Bobby Fins Talk, and I am waiting on Fish Tank Hank. He is currently obviously traveling, I believe, down to South Florida to Dolphins Hotel to go to attend the big game tomorrow, AFC East rivalry game, Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots, which we are going to talk about today. Fish Tank should be joining me shortly. He'll stop at a rest stop and then log on from his awesome Corvette, the Dolphin-themed Corvette. But thank you all for tuning in. If it's your first time, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's talk some Dolphins. I know Ender's in the house. Aladino, good afternoon. Everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much. A lot to talk about. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Dolphins versus the Patriots for tomorrow. Big game, obviously, for Miami, just coming off a big loss against the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to touch on, Miami is a huge favorite for tomorrow on the betting odds, obviously 9.5-point favorites. Should they be? Just talk to me and yell from here. I'll yell from here. Yes. But I think I'll be all right. I got everybody here. I got the wife over there. She's saying she could be the co-host for now, but I think we got plenty to touch on. But the Dolphins are 9.5 favorites. Should they be? That's the topic for today. Hopefully the main concern for me, just talking about tomorrow's game, and we're going to touch on that with Fish Tank, is the possibility of a trap game. We don't want Miami to overlook New England as they're looking at the Kansas City Chiefs in Germany next week. Can't do that. New England just beat a very good Buffalo team. Miami can't sleep on that. What's up, Chris? Good afternoon, my friend. Always good to see you. Oh man, hopefully your mom is doing okay and the recovery's going well. Let's see here. And I know that happened a few weeks back, I believe, but sending our prayers, obviously. Hopefully she's doing all right. But yeah, so for tomorrow's game, it's going to be a close one, I think. I don't think by any stretch of imagination, it's going to be a blowout or anything of that nature, because Miami against top 10 defenses, which New England is, I believe New England is number 9. Miami has struggled to score. Miami's only scored 24 points when they faced them in New England. It's 24-17. This is at Hard Rock. Miami is coming off a loss that they feel they should have won. Even though, we could talk about the referees, Miami gave up a lot. They allowed for Philadelphia to take control of that game. The defense did its best. The offense came up short, only scored 10 points if you count the 3-point field goal. Fish Tank, again, should be joining me shortly. It looks like he's getting ready to log on. I'll wait to see his face pop up, and we'll get him on in here. But, yeah, can't sleep on the New England Patriots. I know, fans, we can overlook the Patriots and go, oh, we're going to get those guys because we should beat them. But the Dolphins tomorrow should not overlook the Patriots at all. It's, and again, I don't see it. Hopefully it's not 24-17. Hopefully it's over 24 points. But again, I'm forewarning everybody. I think it's going to be a closer game than most people want to believe it's going to be. But we're going to touch on, obviously, the Dolphins are going to be in-season Hard Knocks, which is pretty exciting as a fan. Players don't seem excited about it. They never do. I understand it's a distraction. You got cameras in your face. Things you rather keep in-house are going to get leaked, and, people are going to overanalyze and all that whatnot. But I think it's great for Dolphin fans. I think it's great for NFL fans to get an inside look into what unfolds behind closed doors, especially for the Miami Dolphins, on what's going on there. What seems to be such an exciting and fun team on the field. Would love to see how they are off the field. And, once Fish Tank, again, it looks like he popped out there. I know he's probably having some issues there. But just looking at the last, talking about Miami is 5-2. Last year, They started 3-0, went 3-3. Of course, they finished 8-3, or they went on to 8-3 before they just bottom out, ended up going 9-7 or 9-8. Miami went 3-0. Right now are 5-2. It's an automatic positive for Miami Dolphin fans and the Dolphins. They could be 6-2 by tomorrow, going against the Chiefs. Next week, 6-2 against whatever their record's going to be after this week. That's already a positive sign for Miami and the way things could turn out. Miami just has to do its job. Yeah, Rob, I'm pulling a Rob right now. I'm pulling a Rob of Dolphins Thirsty, dolphinsthirsty.com. Guys, if you're thirsty for Dolphins content, positive, awesome Dolphins content, you got to go check out Rob Mosley of Dolphins Thirsty on Dolphins Thirsty YouTube channel, and of course, dolphinsthirsty.com. He's a very busy guy doing the website. He got his show. He goes solo all the time, and I'm just waiting for my brother, Fish Tank Hank, to pop on in here. I see him. He's trying to get in. Let's see if at least we have audio.
Do you have audio?
I have audio. I hear
now?
you. I hear you.
All right. I'm here, homeboy. My camera won't work.
Oh man! All right. I saw you back there, and I said, I don't know if I don't know if it's working or not, but I said, let me try audio. But right now it looks like Fish Tank gets a dark screen, but that's okay. He's here. Fish Tank, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm on the road. I'm on my way down to the Stadium Hotel. About quarter of the way there, so figured we'd stop and do the broadcast, and now I'm having video issues.
You know what? That's all good, brother. As long as you're here, I got love for you. I'm happy you're here. I had started the show, obviously, when it's supposed to start, and I'm just happy that you're on, and that works. It looks like your camera, it looks like something's just, the camera's just not, something's going on where it's doing the camera. It looks like it's supposed to work. But Steve Malloy in the house of Real Talk Vince Talk. Awesome to see him. Afternoon, sir. I do have a co-pilot. Fish Tank Hank's trying to fix his camera there, but that's okay. But as you see, guys, on the screen there, the Miami Dolphins are 9.5 favorites over the Patriots for this game tomorrow.
Whoa.
That is a very huge. That is a lot, Fish Tank. And I just want to say my point, as I would finish my point, and you could react to it. To me, obviously, Miami should be favorites tomorrow, obviously, but I don't think they should be that much of a favorite, especially that high. What are you saying to that?
I'd have to agree with you because, their defense, and that's what we've been facing lately is good defenses, and we're about to face another good defense. I'm surprised at that points. I figured it would be like 7 maybe, or 3 or something like that, but
I'm with you.
I'm surprised. What do you think?
No, I'm with you. I thought it would be like 3.5. Remember, Miami beat New England obviously earlier this season, and they won 24-17. New England is a top 10 defense in the NFL. Despite what anybody wants to believe, their record obviously is 2-5. We know where they stand. They just beat a good New England team. I mean, a good Buffalo team.
Can you drop the link in the Hoopy Doobie in the comments?
In the chat.
In the chat, I will. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to use another device.
I got you. There you go.
I'm good for something.
You're good for everything. I hear you back there. I hear you back there, Kelly. What's up, girl? So Fishing. So what I was saying was, look, Miami obviously against lower tier defenses, 25, lower 19, 18, those defenses, they score a lot of points. They do a great job. They do what we imagine they would do. But against top 10 defense, New England, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Buffalo Bills, they can't score more than 20 points or 24 points with New England. They struggle against top 10 defenses. That's why I believe Miami fans as well need to temper their expectations But oh, here we go. Hold on. Let me back you out here. Put you up here. And there you are.
Whoa! All right.
Let's turn off that other one.
Let me get out of this other one.
Finn Stanza's in the house. Hank never looks so good.
Right on.
Oh, man. Everybody, thank you all, man. I'm glad everybody's popping in here. Again, you're watching Finn's Talk today on the Finn's Talk Sports Network. The one and only Fish Tank Hank on his way to the game. As always, go to that Dolphins Stadium. And, of course, you got Bobby Finstock here in Franklin, Tennessee, as I would like to say, like the good old JR. No, I'm just – but we are just touching on, for everyone just dropping into the comments here, about the Dolphins being 9.5 favorites over the New England Patriots tomorrow, and should they be? And Fish Tank, like I was saying, again, yes, should Miami be favorites? Absolutely, they should be favorites tomorrow, especially at home, at Hard Rock. But that big of favorites? No, sir. I'm with you. I think it should be about closer to 3.5 than it should be 9.5.
Yeah, I think it's a little excess myself, but hey, I believe we're going to win.
That's all we need. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
I'm not going to argue with that part of it, right?
I don't think any of us would, but something I want to touch on, Fish Tank, and I want to touch on some news too. I'm going to go through
Hey, did you see my new drip?
Ooh, look at that. Rocking it.
Got some pizzazz going.
Oh, man, look at that. There you go. Rob already put his prediction down there. He has it 27-17. Miami just has to cover that spread. When Finstanza is not super confident. When is Finstanza not super confident? Is that what you're trying to say, Evan? Let me tell you something. Oh, my goodness, Fish Tank. I know you had your show on Bandwagon on Thursday with Finstanza. But my goodness, I needed you at post game last Sunday night. You needed to save me. You needed to save me, my man. That dude was going crazy. I'm just so happy he's simmered down. And oh my gosh. But just to cover the spread, I think Rob is also going to the game tomorrow, if I'm not
Remember, I
mistaken.
used to get him fresh after, I was the one that ran into him before everybody else.
Yeah.
So, I would usually get the raw reaction. I don't get the raw reaction. So I'm good.
I'm the one who gets beat up before he gets to you, It's we have a good time. We do have a good time. But Fish Tank, let me ask you this, and forgive me if you did bring this up on Bandwagon.
Yes,
I did
sir.
tune in here and there. But you have been, before the season, you were very high on the potential of the Miami Dolphins defense. About what they could be. You got to think Fangio, Bradley Chubb. We know Jalen Ramsey's coming back. He wasn't able to be here. We get all that. But you also have been holding the Dolphins defense accountable throughout the season. And you said it last week when we made our predictions against the Eagles. We both had picked the Eagles to win. Obviously, not by that measure. We understand the referees. At least I do. I understand that was BS. No matter what anybody wants to say, that was absolutely BS. It was one-sided. It made no sense at all. And it pissed me off just as much as it pissed everybody else off. However, truth be told, the Dolphins did not do the job they were supposed to do. Drops, boneheaded moves, just a lot of dumb things. We'll touch on that, but for you, because they have to have a better game tomorrow. How did you feel about the Dolphins defense last week? Does it leave you confident going forward?
No, not at all.
Talk to me, brother.
How many points did they score? 32, 35? What'd they score?
I had that pulled up.
The Eagles. It was 30-something. It was 30-something, okay?
Yes, sir.
So did the defense do something? No. They scored 30-some-odd points. So, no, the defense didn't come in and stand up. Now, if there were 14 points left on the board or maybe 21 points left on the board, absolutely. Defense didn't get it done again, though. And that's what worries me going into the Patriots. See, Miami Dolphins are favorites, but guess what?
Yeah.
This is going to be way closer than that 9.5.
Yeah.
Watch and see. Watch and see.
That's the thing. I mean, again, I don't think anybody would be crazy not to pick the Dolphins. And that's Dolphin fans. I pray and I hope that the Dolphins organization, the Dolphin players, the Dolphin coaches are not overlooking New England.
Yeah.
We can do that. We could say with full confidence Miami Dolphins are going to win because for fans, the team better not sleep on the Patriots because you're absolutely right. The defense has not been doing its job. The offense struggles against top 10 defenses. Even though Miami lost last week, it could be a trap game tomorrow. They need to come out and play a perfect game tomorrow, get the job done, because New England, so then you face the Kansas City Chiefs teams who's top 10 offense, top 10 defense. You need to be on the right track because you don't want to drop the ball tomorrow and then drop the ball against Kansas City and then you're 5-4 before the bye.
Yes, I agree. I had this reverb going on, man. I was hearing you overlap, and I'm like, I gotta get rid of it. So that's why
I got you. You're good. Hey man, you're on the road, brother. It's live. It's all good.
Technical issues today, but that's okay. Look, see. I got
What's up, Kelly?
Number one passenger with me.
That's right.
Loving the Dolphins. Woo-hoo.
There you go. Steve, I'm with you, Steve. Again, Steve Malloy says he's been saying trap game. That's what I'm saying. Again, guys, it's not saying it's going to happen, but this could be a trap game. Miami cannot overlook this team because of reasons of Hank's been saying. I've been saying the Dolphins defense is not playing up par, and I understand. Wait till we get Jalen Ramsey back. Wait till everybody's healthy. Here's the issue with that conversation. Here's the issue with that, or the issue with that talking point. Wait till everyone's healthy. Well, when is everyone going to be healthy?
The issue with that is the same thing that the Dolphins always have, and that's a team that isn't a quarter of it's not there. This is happening every year. Something needs to change. This is starting to become a trend, you know. We finally get the offense where it's working to where they'll score points, at least around 20 some odd points a game on average, you know. What happened to the defense? You know, is it because it's too complicated? Is it because they're not a cohesive defensive unit as a whole? I mean, there's a lot of questions on why.
Absolutely. Let me respond to our friend Rob Mosley of Dolphins Thirsty. Can a trap game come after a loss? Yeah, because you came off a loss against the Philadelphia Eagles, a game that most people, you know, Fish Tank and I chose Eagles to win because it was a game where it was a given and you have to go with it. The Dolphins versus the Patriots are not supposed to win. No one should be picking the Patriots except for Patriots fans. Okay.
Well, you know who's picking the Patriots? Everybody that knows that 9.5 is too high.
That's true. So yes, it could be a trap game because the Dolphins could overlook the Patriots, who are 2-5. Here's the ingredients of a trap game. The team that you're going against should not be winning that game. They're 2-5. You got a game the next week after that's more important, bigger, against the Kansas City Chiefs. You're possibly playing for the number 1 seed in the AFC. All right. You could overlook the Patriots while trying to look at the Chiefs, and you drop the ball against the Patriots. That's a trap game. So yes, the loss against the Eagles. If it was the Panthers, you lost to the Panthers, and then you lost to the Patriots, or you got the Patriots, then that's not a trap game because you just lost to your trap game against the Panthers. You lost to the Eagles, which is a quote unquote maybe a Super Bowl preview. That's bound to happen. That's not a trap game. The Philadelphia Eagles was not a trap game.
I don't know, Bobby. I have a slightly different opinion.
What's up, sir? You don't have to be shy about it. You know it.
You know, say what you were saying again, because with my little Swiss cheese brain, you know, I had somebody go by and It threw me off, bro.
Well,
It
I was
totally-
just saying that
Somebody was
No.
taking pictures, man. It threw me off.
you're good. Oh, were they? Oh, I got you. Listen, all I'm saying is that yes, this is a trap. This could be a trap game tomorrow. It's a 2-5 football team. You got the Chiefs next week. Can't sleep on the Patriots.
Your definition of a trap game is what I have an issue with. Okay.
Okay, go for it.
Anytime you lose a game that you should win, it's a trap game. I don't care if it's back to back or what it is. Anytime your team should win or lose the trap game is when they're expected favorites, like they're 9-5 favorites.
That's definition.
would be-
AFC a division game or not, you're supposed to win this game.
That's the definition of a trap game.
Understood.
Now the Eagles, a lot of people thought the Eagles were going to win. That can't be a trap game. They were favored to win by the odds makers, so that's not a trap game. But if the odds makers are making somebody a favorite and they don't win, that's a trap game. They got trapped in their own heads, is what happens.
But again, it's just a game that I know we all should be confident about, but I'm just saying, hey, temper your expectations, and hopefully Miami is not overconfident. They need to. Every show with me is a trap show. That's true, Evan. That is true. I agree with that notion. Let me ask you this, because again, we could overlook the Patriots just because we're not on the team. But I've called the Buffalo Bills, the Philadelphia Eagles. These were measuring stick games because these are games you're supposed to face teams. These are the type of teams you're going to play in the playoffs. All right, and again, teams that are a top 10 offense, top 10 defense. All right, and Miami crapped the bed with both of them. Again, just to reiterate the score. 31-17 against the Eagles, 48-20 against the Buffalo Bills, Fish Tank. Again, this tomorrow I wouldn't call it a measuring stick game. Of course, I know Evan's going to go nuts, God forbid, on post game if Miami loses. But the Eagles against the Chiefs, that's a measuring stick game. After seeing what you've seen the last 2 times Miami has faced playoff contending type teams, Super Bowl contending type teams, and the way they've come up short, the offense, who's number 1 in the NFL, historic history making, could go down as the greatest offense ever, they disappear in those measuring stick games. Defense has not showed up. Eagles, you've said, is it time right now, as of now, to throw up our hands and just say Miami can't win these heavyweight matchups?
Let me ask you something then. Who all do we have missing on defense right now? Do you know who's starting and who isn't starting yet?
What do you mean by that?
Well, we had a lot of people that were questionable. Ramsey, this one.
You mean who's playing tomorrow? You mean what's Yeah. They haven't come out with the official inactives list. However,
I'm asking you because I'm in the car. So
I got you. Let me see if I could pull that up. We know Tyreek is playing tomorrow.
I'm used to having 3 screens.
Here's the Dolphins' final injury report. Now, the final injury report does not mean that these guys are inactive, but it does mean that, hey, these are the guys that could miss the game tomorrow. We know that Adam Schefter had reported that Jalen Ramsey supposedly is going to play tomorrow, according to Adam Schefter. However, Adam Schefter has said that Jalen Ramsey has said that the Dolphin that he's being premature. Nothing's been decided yet. Let's see here. Oh, my boy, Manny's in the house. Good to see you, Manny. Appreciate you, brother. Fins up.
Fins up.
So let me go ahead and take a look here, Fish Tank. Okay, so the Dolphins' final injury report. These are all the questionables. I'm going to give you all the questionables, okay? Again, questionable means if maybe, on and off. Doubtful means more than likely he's out. But Miami doesn't have any doubtfuls. They all have questionables. So River Craycraft
are 50-50.
Absolutely. Craycraft is questionable. Javon Holland, questionable. He did not participate On Wednesday, he was limited on Thursday and limited on Friday. Xavier Howard is questionable, limited Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, and Thursday. Alec Ingle, questionable. Did not participate on Wednesday, but participated in a limited capacity Thursday and Friday. Raheem Mostert is there. He's projected to play, but he was limited for Thursday and Friday, but they did not play on or did not participate on Wednesday's practice. Nick Needham is he's questionable, but he is projected to play. Jalen Ramsey limited every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but he's questionable, but nothing confirmed right now. Reports are he's going to play. He said, "Hey, slow down." Cam Smith, questionable, limited on Wednesday, did not participate on Thursday, and limited on Friday. Connor Williams, questionable, limited Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tyreek Hill, he's good. Kader Kohu, good. Jalen Waddle, good.
So, like I was saying, you're still decimated on defense. And defense hasn't shown up yet. So, I don't know. I'm not that confident that Miami's just going to blow this one out of the water. You know, and Bearded Fanatic.
As Evan Purses, yeah, he's supposed to. I'm waiting to see the picture. That's why I tell Evan he needs to slow down with it. I tell you, if they do this, I'm going to do that. He hasn't done it. Yeah, in the process. But so Fish, my question is, going back to my question, sir, after now you heard that. Do you, I don't want to say throw up your hands. I'll take that back. Dolphin fans should be confident this season. In any game, of course. But the overconfidence now against these heavyweight matchups, is it time to throw up our hands and say, hey, you know what? Miami struggles against these heavyweight matchups.
No, you're not even at the well, we're just now at the midway point, we could say, I guess. And the midway point, we're about to come up on a bye. We're about to get a lot of people back. And those people have been sitting on the sidelines watching what's going on and, you know, saturating themselves with the plays, I'm sure. I can't wait to see the difference in before the bye and after the bye. I think we're going to see a big jump in our defense from before the bye and after the bye. That's if we don't see it in Kansas City. I'm still going to be hopeful in Kansas City because Miami has the team to do it. However, we're looking at the Patriots. And right now, I'm concerned because our offense hasn't done a lot against stronger defenses also. So it's a double-edged sword. Our defense doesn't show up and our offense isn't showing up on both of these big, you know, games that we just had. We had these big games and we didn't show up, in my opinion. And that was offense and defense. So hopefully the defense turns its head around. I'm not going to throw my hands up and say that's it, it's over. No. I think there are quite a few obstacles to overcome. And there's quite a bit that Vic Fangio needs to do and make these changes happen. But we also, you know, like I said, getting our players back, that's going to be huge because we're missing so many players on defense now in our secondary. So, or they're hurt or they're playing injured. You know, I want our team to come in and be healthy, and that I see that after the bye for sure.
Absolutely. That's our best chance to get a most healthy team. But my point too before, and just in regards to that part, that sticking point, the conversation, healthy. When someone says, oh, wait till our defense is fully healthy. When is a team ever fully healthy? You know, it's all about next man up. It's all about next man up. And the defense, with or without anybody, has been struggling. Ramsey should make a huge difference. You're absolutely right, Steve. We'll see what he can do, maybe on the field, but also overall for the defense, just that type of leadership, and maybe that gives the defense a little bit of a boost. Chris, I agree too. Hopefully officials will be calling a better game. We hope so. We hope. Gosh, it's going to be a tough.
I don't get upset about that. You know why?
Why, sir?
I mean, some people love their job and they always have a good time and their work is fun because they do what they love for work. You have some people that are like that. Now, most people aren't like that. It's work. It's considered work. It's challenging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is the same exact situation. It's a challenge now. It's a challenge. You have to step up or shut up and step out the limelight right now. Miami Dolphins are not getting it done on both sides of the ball lately. They have to do something.
Yeah, and let me just, and Rob's absolutely right. Nick Needham coming back, underrated guy, and he's going to be an underrated big return for Miami. He's going to help the Dolphins secondary. But what you're saying, when regards of both sides aren't getting the job done, the offense gets the job done against low-rated defenses. Carolina defenses. Carolina, the Giants, the freaking the Broncos, et cetera, they get the job done against those guys. That's all fine and dandy. But when it comes time against those top 10 defenses, those playoff defenses, they're not showing up. They need to show up. Okay. And the defense, a lot of hype coming into this season, maybe more than there should have been, obviously, with Vic Fangio coming in. However, they haven't been getting the job done. So you're right on the money with that, Fish Tank.
I think the team gets wedged into a spot where they get behind. They get behind on offense, and defense isn't clicking also when they're facing these top 10 teams, like you were saying. Neither's clicking is the problem. And we wind up walking out of there like a dog licking between its legs, like it got wounded or something. So
I hear you. I want I'll say this point and then we'll get to our keys of the game. I want to finish the game tomorrow feeling confident. I want to feel good all around. Obviously a win's going to feel really good, but I want to say, man, the defense played one hell of a game. Man, the offense did really well. Let's see. Refs missed a lot of calls against the Eagles and made some bad calls against Miami. Absolutely, Chris. Yeah. No one's going to argue that. There's no argument about the referees with the Eagles. Absolutely not. That's what I'm trying. That's why I said before. Again, no one's going to argue about the referees and the BS that was that game and all that whatnot. But
it was crap. But
Miami did not perform the way they were supposed to. Exactly. There was a lot of bad play from the Dolphins in that game.
There was plenty of bad play chips to hand out to everybody on that.
Absolutely. So anyway, let's talk on tomorrow. We're touching on the Patriots, obviously, but let's go ahead and get into our keys to the game, Fish Tank. What are your 3 keys to secure a Dolphins victory against the Patriots tomorrow?
It's simple. It's what I've been saying. That defensive line has to control the line of scrimmage and prevent macaroni and cheese, or as some people call Mac Jones, from doing any damage. Okay? This task I see is possible. Okay? This shouldn't be an impossible task at this point in time. I also see the other key to the game is our offensive line is going to have to win in the trenches also, because they have a good defensive line. I mean, they're no sloughs, just like I said last week about the Eagles. And you're going to have Judon back, I believe. I'm not sure positive, but I think he'll be back, and that impact if he's back. So we're going to have to control the outside edges would be my second. Okay? Control the outside edges on the offense to give the running backs and Tua time to get rid of the ball. Give him his time to roll out. Give him his time to dump it off when he's got too much pressure. Stuff like that. Oh, now I got a cop pulling up to check me out. So, it just continues to go on. And, you know, cops looking at everything. Kind of walking around
Wait.
the whole car.
Oh. We'll see if Fish Tank gets arrested live here on Finn's Talk today. Just kidding.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong this time.
This time, yeah.
This time.
What's
What
up,
were we
Crazy
talking
Dolphin?
about?
Good
I'm
to
sorry,
see you.
Man.
You're good.
Sorry.
No, keys to the game, brother. And you had two. You were going over your third.
Oh, and my third key to the game is Tyreek Hill. That's my third key to the game is Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is going to put up some crazy numbers this game. I think he might even get close to 300.
There you go. I love it. So make sure. Crazy Dolphin in the house. Good to see you. So my keys to the game, first off, and Evan is probably would probably agree with this, is the Dolphins need to control the clock. They got to win the time of possession. They've been blowing that lately against the Carolina Panthers, last week against the Eagles. They need to control the clock. Okay.
Yeah.
They have to play a clean game. That's two. Play a clean game. No turnovers. Protect the football. Balance attack. Off rushing and passing the ball. And you said the nail on the head. I'll say it is, first off, Miami offensively and defensive line in the trenches last week were bullied. The offensive line and defensive line were bullied last week against the Eagles. Referees had nothing to do with that. They were bullied.
Yep.
Okay. The New England Patriots, if you look at Mac Jones last week, he played a clean game. 25 of 30, 272 yards, 2 touchdowns. Our offensive defensive lines need to step up this week, play a great game, and our defensive line, like you said, needs to get to mac and cheese. They need to get this guy flustered. They need to cause him to make some mistakes. That's the most important. Win in the trenches, as you said. Control the time of possession. Protect the ball. Balance attack. All right?
Absolutely.
Those are my keys. My keys, sir.
Totally agree.
There you go. Well, God, one at a time we got to agree on something. I think we've been all right today. I think we've agreed a lot. All right. Fish Tank. I know it happens. And Steve, thank you so much. Guys, again, you're watching Finn's Talk today on the Finn's Talk Sports Network. We're live every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern.
I can't see anybody in the comments, so fins up, everybody.
No worries. But guys, again, if you're new to channels, hey, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. We've got great content here, not only on Saturdays with Finn's Talk today, Fish Tank Hank and myself, but every day, majority of the time. Yeah, I think every day we got great content, whether it's Dolphins, NFL, NBA, soccer, eventually baseball, wrestling. We got everything on the channel. So hit that subscribe button and enjoy some great content. All right. For me, no, I said my keys. All right, Fish Tank. It's time to get ready to put on our Miss Cleo hat and do some predictions. All right, Fish Tank. All right. Your prediction,
I'll go
sir.
First this time. I'll go
yes.
first because I made you go first.
The easy one, yeah. You'll go with the easy one. Yes. Okay.
All right. You want me to let you go
no,
first? And I'll
no, you go. You go. You go, sir.
Okay. All right. So I got this one. You got the next one. All right.
Yeah.
31-21 Miami Dolphins.
31-21. So you got the 9.5. You got the spread. After all that,
I'm at 10 points. You're right.
Whoa! All right, you got it 10. What's up, brother? Let's adjust it. Let's adjust it. 31-24. Let's fix that now. You know what? 31-21.
Yes,
not out
sir.
of the ball. Not out of the ballpark. I don't think that's
Not at all.
You know, last
Especially
week
if Tyreek shows up like I think he's gonna. I think he's
He
gonna be
should.
a little pissed off, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
I think so. I think you're right. Well, it's a win for Miami, that's for sure. Have it as a
What
win.
you got,
obviously.
homie?
So, you got to consider the last game they played it with New England against New England in New England, obviously, 24-17. Last week.
Yo.
What?
Don't take too long. This cop's waiting to talk to me, man. I don't know.
Oh, is he? Hey, you can mute your mic. Go ahead and mute your mic. Talk to the cop. Hey, look. So
we're just about at the end.
You can mute your mic. Listen, what I was gonna say was, okay, last week New England beat Buffalo 29-25. Buffalo's and after last week, 14 defense now, top 10 offense. 29-25. Okay. Miami beat them earlier this season 24-17. I'm going to say 28-24 Miami.
28-24.
Miami.
Hey, no bolos. No bolos.
I haven't heard a bolo out for your car yet. So.
All right. Let's keep it that way.
It's pretty easy. All you gotta say is
That's what I was saying.
there's a dolphin flying down the road.
No, I always drive the speed limit, officer. Yes, I will.
No, go right ahead. Definitely, you silly goose.
And more people taking pictures. All right.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta get out of here, bro.
I got you, brother. So, but that's my prediction, 28-24. That was the game I nailed the exact score.
28-24.
Yes.
You know, I like your score. I really like it. But you know what? I like mine better.
Obviously, 31-21 is perfect. I'd love it too. Crazy Dolphin has it 41-21. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. All right, guys. So look, we're at the 42-minute mark. Or 43 now. Yes, Rob, you nailed it last time. Hopefully you're nailing it again. Anyway, guys, thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. Hank needs to get out of there before something goes down. You got cops doing around his car. People.
He's going to an accident down the highway.
He's going to an accident the way we're going now.
Oh, God bless. But guys, thank you all so much. Don't forget, tomorrow you got the pregame show at 11 o'clock Eastern time. Miami Dolphins pregame show with Evan Posner, Finstanza, and myself, and whoever else wants to join. You got that. And, of course, the Dolphin game at 1 o'clock, followed by the Miami Dolphins postgame show at 8 o'clock Eastern. So don't forget, that's the one and only Fish Tank Hank. He's going to speed on out of here. I'm Bobby Fids Talk. Just remember to like, subscribe, and most importantly, Fins up.
Fins up.
Fins up.